Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Bubba's Smoking Hog Barbecue. Today is part of Labor Day weekend festivities. Today is Sunday, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be smoking a pork butt on the Weber Smokey Mountain 18-inch. And with this pork butt, I've actually never cooked the pork butt without wrapping it. So what I was going to try today is I'm going to test out cooking a pork butt without wrapping it at all, letting it cook the entire time with no wraps, with no foil, butcher paper, anything along those lines, and just see how it turns out. See if it retains a lot of the moisture with the internal fat, and so forth. A few of my videos in the past, I have used foil, Reynolds wrap, and also butcher paper, and they've both done excellent jobs. But just want to see this out, and really heard and I've seen that the bark turns out excellent if you do it this way. But yeah, let's go and try it out and see how it turns out. So y'all stick around, we'll show you what we're doing next. Hey y'all, so this is our pork butt here. Good sized pork butt. This is actually from Cheshire Pork. If you saw one of my earlier videos this past year, I got a little gift pack for my birthday. I cooked some St. Louis style ribs from Cheshire Pork, but this pork butt was in that gift pack as well for my in-laws. I got two of these, so I decided to cook one of them, and this looks excellent, y'all. It's probably about 8 pounds. It's got awesome marbling in it, good fat cap on top, and what we're going to do now is season it up. So what I'm going to do is just flip it over to the meat side here. I'm going to keep one hand dirty, my other hand's going to stay clean, okay, so we're not cross contaminating. First thing we want to do is just put on a little bit of yellow mustard, just simply acting as a binder for our rubs. So just put a little bit, that's about all you need right there. Not a whole lot. And you just want to rub it all over the meat. Make it a good thin layer. Nothing too goopy or thick, anything like that. And this is mainly, again, just to allow the rub to stick to the meat a little bit better. You really won't taste any type of mustard flavoring in your meat putting it on in like this. So for our first rub, I'm gonna put just a little bit of the pig's ass rub. It's a Memphis style barbecue seasoning. So I'm just gonna put a little small layer of that on our butt here. Now what we're going to do for our second rub, y'all, is we're going to be using this Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub. I love this stuff, it's excellent. It's really good stuff. It has a nice little bite to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a medium to heavy layer of this on our pork butt. Flip it on over. Now we're going to do the top side, the fat cap side, all right? So once again, going on a little bit with some yellow mustard. Not a whole lot. This just gives that seasoning and rub something to stick to, because I'm not sure, a lot of y'all may know this, but some of y'all may not, but rub tends to not want to stick real well to fat. So this mustard helps with that process. Making sure it sticks to those areas of the fat cap. So again, a little bit more of the pig's ass rub. And a heavy dosage here of the Killer Hogs hot rub. We'll just let this sit into the meat for about 20 minutes, y'all, as our grill's starting to come up temp. Once our grill comes up to temp and seasoning has sweated into the meat, flavored it into the meat, we'll put it on our smoker, okay? So y'all stick around, we'll show you what we're doing after that, okay? All right, y'all, it's time to get this smoker rolling now. So once again, we're gonna be cooking on the Weber Smokey Mountain 18-inch. We're doing the minion style method with the charcoal briquettes. And I am using just the Kingsford original blue, as you see back here. And then in my charcoal ring, I do have 2 fist-sized chunks of hickory wood and 2 fist-sized chunks of cherry wood. I think that's the best pair, especially for pork butt. Just my personal preference. I love the taste that it gives, pork especially. So we're gonna go ahead and dump this in the center, our lit coals, and let it come up to temp. I do have the water pan filled up pretty much all the way with water because it's gonna be a long cook. And I have placed a drip pan inside the Weber Smokey Mountain on the bottom grate. And we'll just place the pork butt directly over that. Move a few of these coals more towards the center so they spread out evenly to the rest of the coals. And we'll get this placed up, and when we get back, we'll be putting the pork butt on here. So y'all stick around, we'll show you what we're doing next. All right, y'all. So our smokers come up to temp. You can see here on my Maverick, it's just reading, I don't know if you can see that or not, about 247. So we're gonna get this pork butt on. I'll move my temp gauge just up a little bit, that way the pork can be directly over the drip pan. Pick this up, got an awesome color to the rubs on it. We're just gonna put it just like that. Just like that, y'all. That'll be good. So I'm just gonna wipe my hands off here. Get the lid back on. That's about the last time that I'm gonna take a peek at it. Here in about probably 4 to 5 hours, I'm gonna take a look at it, probably start spritzing with some apple cider vinegar and some water. And that's when I'll stick my meat probe in it to see the internal temps. Not really worried about internal temps right now for the first few hours. Really wanted to get that bark set up on the outside of the meat. So we'll come back, check on it here in a couple hours, y'all. All right, everybody, it's been about 4.5 hours since we put this pork butt on, and I have not taken a look at it, anything. So let's take a look, see how it's doing. We're also gonna give it a little spritz, apple cider vinegar, some water, and then I'm gonna place my meat probe into the meat, check on our internal temps. Let's take a look here. Ooh, y'all, that looks good. Got a great color going on. Looks excellent. The bark setting up nicely. What we're going to do first is just we'll move our temp probe just a little bit, and we're just going to give this a spritz. Once we got our spritz done, I'm going to
stick our meat probe through the grommet over here. Try to grab it just like so. Oops. I'll grab it here. There we go. Yep. So I'm gonna find a good thick part of the meat here. See where we're at. Try not to hit the bone when I stick this in. I'm gonna do it right through here probably. That's a good spot. Go ahead and get our lid back on. Check to see where our internal temp is at. We are currently reading, as y'all can see here, I don't know if you can see that or not, about 148.8 degrees, so almost 149 degrees inside the pork butt. That's after about 4.5 hours. So what I'm gonna do now is probably come out here every hour and just give this a light spritz of some apple cider vinegar and some water. And we'll just wait till it gets up to temp to about 203 degrees and making sure that it's probe tender as well, because that's the big thing. Temp is just to go off, that's a little gauge to go off of, but you want to make sure the meat is probe tender. So y'all stick around, we'll show you what we're doing next.
Hey y'all, so we got our pork butt off here, and it was a long day, I tell you that much. It took altogether about 13 hours to get this pork butt to be probe tender. Again, like I said in the first part of the video, I didn't wrap this at all. I just let it cook from start to finish with no wrap, and I did have a nice bark form on the meat, as you can see here. And split right down the middle of where that fat cap was. And so after we pulled it off, it was in between about 195, 200 degrees internal, but it was probe tender. So I went ahead and just pulled it off, and we let it rest in the cooler, wrapped in some aluminum foil and a towel for about an hour. So it's time to start pulling this apart, chopping it up, and get to eating, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my gloves here. I'm gonna start pulling off some chunks of this pulled pork. Oh man, it's coming off nice. There's big chunks you can see there. We'll see how this bone pulls out. Oh man, it's coming off pretty good. There we go, bone is out, y'all. Like I said, now we're just gonna start kind of pulling some chunks out of this meat here. I'm gonna chop it up on my butcher block. So once we get everything chopped up nice and fine, y'all, I'm gonna come back here and we're gonna give it a taste test, okay? Alright y'all, I've got this pork butt chopped up now. Again, I used my cleaver to just chop it up real fine. We weren't pulling this pork butt, just wanted to chop it up for a sandwich. So now it's time to assemble our pork sandwich. So got a little just bun here. What I'm gonna do first is just put a big mound of this pork on the bottom. Get a big old bunch of it here. Get some of that fine bark on there as well. I'm gonna pile it up, as y'all see here. Before we even try our sandwich, I think I'm gonna give a piece a try real quick, just to see what we're working with. Try to find a piece with some good bark on it. Let's see what we can find in here. Got me something right down here. So we got some good bark on that. Get a little bit more meat there. We can give this a try.
That is good, y'all. Good stuff. So the next thing what I'm gonna do now is I got some chopped up onions. I like a little onion on my pork sandwiches. So we're just gonna put some chopped onions on here for a little added crunch. And then I'm gonna top it with some homemade pickles my wife made. So we're just gonna top these on here, like so. And then for our sauce today, to go with the pork from Cheshire Pork, I'm using their barbecue sauce. So the Cheshire Smokehouse, I'm using their Carolina barbecue sauce. Try this. This is excellent barbecue sauce, y'all. So if you get your hands on it, it's pretty good stuff. I'd recommend it. So what we're gonna do now, just gonna top my sandwich here. Some of this sauce, like so. Now it's time to put the top bun on and give this baby a try. All right, it's time to dig into this pork sandwich now. So I can get it up here without spilling it. That's what it looks like, y'all. Got a good amount in there, so we're gonna give this a taste. Awesome sandwich, y'all. Awesome stuff. Real good flavor, smoky flavor from the hickory and the cherry wood. And that bark adds a little bit of extra just crispiness, like a crust-like texture to it. That's excellent, y'all. Really, really good stuff. I like that sandwich a lot. But I hope you enjoyed this video. This video of Bubba Smoking Hog Barbecue. And I hope that you and your family and your friends had a fantastic Labor Day weekend. Wish you all the best and stay healthy, stay safe. Cheers, y'all. See ya.